Hi guys, welcome to onpoint@thehind.com, and today you're here with me, Olivia, and guess what? I'm sitting down with Mr. John of Siam Royal View in Pattaya, and now I'm so excited to talk to him. It's like my first time and having a special opportunity to talk to him about his successful key of property developer. And can you introduce yourself to us for a little bit?
Sure, yes. Thank you and welcome to the Prestige here at Siam Royal View. But I'm John Egan, and I've lived in Asia now for 15 years. I spent almost 10 years in Hong Kong, and I was an executive for a company there. And I was running their global manufacturing and traveling the world. And just over 4 years ago, we moved to Thailand.
Yes.
I'm lucky to be married to a beautiful Thai lady. We have a 6-year-old daughter here, and we decided here. I retired in June 2 years ago, so it'll be 2 years this month. I retired, and we moved here in March of 2021. So after retirement, Pattaya, we fell in love with, and Pattaya became our home.
Yes, thank you, Mr. John. So, can you share some about your successful key as a developer property? Yes. So for the first question, so how do you start your business about real estate in Thailand?
Yeah, I'm a rookie at it, but I look at the real estate like I look at business. You got to have a great team.
Yes.
So you got to surround yourself with a really great team. You have to have a vision. So I think you have to have a vision that becomes a shared vision. And I think with this project, I was lucky enough to have the architect and the builder come to me with a vision of what this property could look like, this land here that we purchased could look like, and what we could, with inspiration, create.
Yes.
So that's kind of what really got me going. Was I said, wow, it's a great here at Siam Royal View. It's a great piece of property. We have a great vision, and probably most importantly, I got a great team behind it, because I am a rookie, right? But I think, like any business, if you have a great team around you who can play the roles that you need to be played, I can be the leader. I don't need to be the expert at all.
And how do you define your business? As a property developer here?
This one, yeah. Hopefully, more after this, right? This has inspired me. As I said, I did retire, so this has been a great project. We built this house in about 7 months. So, really right now, short-term focus is to get some momentum behind the Prestige here. I'm confident we will. And then, start having the eye out for what's next. So I do, I do enjoy this, right? But I think first we take care of, what we have in front of us here right now. And if we do a good job, and if we build the right reputation, which we're trying to build here, then and learn, continuous improvement, then the next one probably be even more successful. That's how I feel. Doing that.
So during about this economic crisis, like the situation, what makes your confidence to developing as a real estate, a property? So what's the confidence make you do that?
Yeah, because I think it personally happened to me. When I originally was looking at Pattaya, I was looking for a condominium. Of course, that was just prior to COVID.
Yeah.
Once COVID hit, I started looking at the pool villa, right? The privacy, the not share the elevator, that you could isolate and have a good life, And I think the pool villa lifestyle is a great lifestyle for a family, right? For a small family or a big family, and so that's kind of what give me that inspiration to say, no, I think it's going to continue. Condos, of course, is still be popular, but I think a lot of people like now the pool villa, and I think secondly, that now there's a lot more. You don't have to be in the office to work, and people can part-time or full-time also work from home, right? So maybe somebody from Bangkok doesn't need to be in Bangkok 5
Yes.
days a week anymore or something else, right? So I think with COVID and now coming out of COVID, Thailand opening up,
Yes.
it's a great place. I'm confident that Pattaya in Thailand is going to be a good market.
And what's the target of your client, like to make them invest into you? So what's your target?
I think my target is somewhere. I live here too. I live in Siam Royal View. I'm a resident here. And one thing about Siam Royal View, it's very diverse. That it was started by Swiss German, but there's a lot of Thai. There's a lot of foreigner. So I'm trying to attract that same thing. Where I think we're building something that's interesting and compelling to Thai. But I think the same way. I think it's interesting and compelling to many different foreign nationalities also. And I walk the neighborhood a lot. There's many
Yeah.
different nationalities here
Yes.
in Siam Real. So I think we will just continue that here in the Prestige.
And what's the unique of the property? What you just like, what are you running now?
Yeah.
So what's the unique of that? Like to make them like feel like they want to invest it and they want to leave, like to make them feel like they want to choose this place.
Yeah, I think I think people are looking for quality.
Yes.
So we wanted to make sure in this vision we had and this team we have, right, that we could build a high quality luxury style condominium. We think people are also looking for a more modern design. And I think interior and exterior wise, we create the modern design. I think for these 5 houses that'll be along this row here, I think the concept of having a second floor driveway and a first floor driveway is also, I think, gets people, wow, that's pretty unique, right? And that's some benefit, I think, to some people. And I think we designed it with kind of the family and the privacy. Everything is kind of surrounded into the courtyard, into the pool, into the waterfall, right? So I think it creates a really great environment no matter which room you're in, that this house has got the privacy, the quality, and the luxury that I think most families are looking for.
Sounds like on point. Yeah, I like that. So, well, like for the people like who like from your business right now, I mean, it sounds like decent, so like have you ever failed and how to overcome of that, like from your past or like your work, so how could you do that? How can you get over it?
Yeah, I worked in industry for 40 years, so for sure I had my share of failures. But I mean, every failure is an opportunity. Every failure, is a learning experience. And I think I commented earlier about it is what I really learned out of it is that you got to have a great team. You can't.
Exactly.
You can't be the one, doing everything, right?
Exactly.
And you can't be a good leader if you don't get a vision and get a shared vision, right?
Yes.
So that's what I really learned, right? So you win together and you kind of lose together,
Yeah.
right? And when you lose together, then you figure out how to win again together, right? And that's what really got me going here is I felt the team I had, the architect, the builder, the whole crew that I got, they share my vision. They share my wife's and my vision, right? That,
Yes.
And they are as passionate as I am, right? As making this successful.
Yeah. And so, what advice for you would you give it to them, like who want to run a business, like as a young investor about real estate in Thailand? What advice would you give it to them?
I think you got to do some homework.
Yes.
I think you really got to, look deep inside yourself. That there's going to be headaches. There's going to be challenges.
Yes.
There's going to be money.
Of course.
And so first, I think, are you really prepared for all that? Right? Are you really prepared for the headaches and the business and the money and the funding or whatever you're doing, right? And then, as I said before, then maybe get some advice and get get some help, right? Get some other people, to not only give you advice, but maybe to be on your team. It's different when somebody tells you something or gives you advice, but it's much different when they're on your team and they're committed to the end product. You know what I mean? They're not just saying, oh, you should have done that better, right? But they're saying, no, we must do that better. Here's what we need to do, right? So I think if you do your homework, really look at the business side, look at the financial side, and then say, who's in this with you, right? And if you feel good with that, I think you're ready to go.
Yeah. So thank you for all of your successful key, and thanks for having me today. And I'm so honored to talk to you. And guys, don't forget to share about his successful key as a property developer. And don't forget to subscribe to Khao.com. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ